Tap wire 5, connecting. Tap wire 6, connecting. Tap wire 7, connecting. Tap wire 8, connecting. Tap wire 4, connecting. Tap wire, circuit complete. Restoring full power to pulse room. Automated removal of tap wire vocal distortion initiated. Stand by.
System, you told us these recordings were supposed to remain anonymous.
Earlier statements were aligned with security protocols for unauthorized playback.
In other words, anybody who stumbled across the fact that we were all being spied on by these things would at least think their identities were being protected. But they weren't. Pacific built this room to do whatever they wanted.
Playback ready. Interact with console to begin. Playback initiated.
Beneath Sector Victor, like other places on Calyx, Sergeant. What we are now calling Sector Zulu does not...
Sir, that isn't Pacific. That's... you.
That exists completely outside of my memory. But continue.
Your actions have threatened the trust between all of us.
Please, tell me how to fix this.
No.
Sergeant.
I would never do any of this. It must be fake. There'll be an imperfection in it somewhere. We just have to keep going.
I want to go down there anyways.
No.
A shame that they never considered something so simple as an informant.
Sergeant, enough. You're going to damage the mechanism.
It was me? I went down there for... I don't even know, and I found the cubes? And you made me lie about whatever they did to me?
I do not fully understand what my own motivations would have been, but it would seem so, yes.
You ordered me to set people up. My own people. They trusted me, and I did it. I would never do that, but I did it.
No. You are being unreasonable with yourself. I can move as effortlessly through this recording as you.
We have enough distractions already, and we're running out of time. I felt like I had to tell everyone about the ruins, the temple, the cubes. You will understand the consequences, because I'm going to do everything in my power to get us home so you can face them.
You uncovered something powerful in Sector Zulu. Something clearly connected to what we have become. But whatever decisions you made from that moment on, you were trying to protect the expedition and the people in it, even from themselves.
For all the good it did.
And we know now that this was no simple disaster. These cubes were within Calyx long before we were within them.
But what happened to everybody else? And what did you mean when you said that seizing whatever was down there was the only way our mission could still succeed?
Long-range surveillance online. Triangulating on Sector Zulu seizure vault.
I believe we are beginning to find out.
It looks like these long-range scanners are looking for more than a bunch of secret relics.
The scans likely include everything that was utilized on the mission as well. Some of these signal sequences appear to be related to piloted mechanical suits. Perhaps environmental conditions in Zulu were far beyond what our regular suits were built to withstand.
Or maybe we just needed help hauling as much alien junk out of Zulu as possible. One of these suit signals looks a little different, though. It seems to have been here in Victor for a year before the rest of them were.
The only reason I can imagine such a suit would have been in Victor prior to then is if someone was audacious enough to believe they personally deserved one and decided to appropriate it for themselves.
Permanently borrowing one of those does sound like something I would have done.
These systems should inform us once a location has been found. Investigating the items seized from Zulu is our top priority. But a fortified construction apparatus that the Groundbreaker can utilize will serve us well.
If I stole it once, we might as well steal it again.
I've been giving you orders to assist you, Colonel. Proceed to the new signal on your HUD. A secure storage room in the barracks facility. The passcode is Chi Sigma 9.
What is the status of our rescue mission?
This task is related. I will explain when you arrive.
The rogue Groundbreakers have been captured. They were found precisely where you said they would be.
So what happens now?
The charges they will face can wait. The mission will resume as it was before. We will all go down to that place together. And we will not avoid the temple.
What? Why would you bring them with us after everything we went through to keep them away from there?
Because they have confessed to knowing about the cubes and the temple already. So we must force them to witness that these artifacts cannot and will not be part of our endeavor.
Destroy them. You're going to destroy them.
The contents of Sector Zulu have been fully processed. The entrance has been permanently sealed by protection zone, and all assets have been surrendered to command.
Not all of them.
Never mind that. Have the prisoners been secured?
You saw what I saw, sir. Nobody is going anywhere.
Sergeant, both of us know that this is the only way our mission can still succeed. We will answer for it when we return to Earth. Command understands the consequences.
Yeah, you will understand the consequences. Because I'm going to do everything in my power to get us home so you can face them.
access code worked. Interesting.
Nothing in here but a bunch of old mech suit parts, ma'am. And I don't think any of them are salvageable.
I see.
It must be damage from that decay wave you've been talking about. Nothing here was sealed away.
Then scan them! Retrieve the schematics! Build more in that factory! So you do anyways.
Major, restrain yourself.
These fragments don't have schematic data. They're too far gone. If it helps, we have long-range sensors going right now that seem to have picked up on some additional mech suits, but they haven't triangulated a position yet.
I'm aware of the long-range sensors you have in the pulse room, Sergeant. All they're going to find in Sector Sierra is more broken suits. And I would know. I've been stuck inside one of them for weeks. Remote control of these mechanical suits is how I was able to conduct this research in secret, hidden away, much like you were. But the suits have been disintegrating ever since that energy wave went out from the core. And without spare parts to repair the suit I am in personally, I will be trapped within it. Forever.
Which is why you sent us to find parts for you here. You haven't managed to contact command, have you?
No. The surface is silent. Every sector is silent. Even Pacific, who gave me the order to contain Sector Victor directly, is nowhere to be found. And all the while, the decay accelerates at a rate that defies every scientific principle we have ever known. Even now, I can feel it burning through me. Right when I was on the verge of connecting all of it to the monoliths, to the bottles, to the cubes. I was so close.
Major.
Impossible energy, unleashed by a seismic event. The power to unmake an entire world. Interruption. Techtonica.
Major? Major!
I'm still detecting a life sign, sir, but something is interfering with the transmission. She's gone. What do we do now?
We find her. If the long-range sensors of the pulse room are triangulating every mechanical suit in Sierra, one of them will contain the Major.
It doesn't seem like we have much time to save her.
If we cannot negate this wave of energy, Sergeant, I do not believe we will be saving anything. And we cannot do it without Mirage. If the Groundbreaker was unintentionally responsible, I'm sure they will help us make it right. For now, we should utilize the excavator bit we found here to restore elevator options and continue on to Sector Sierra.